Welcome to Lunch and Learn Zoom Friday. We are so glad you are here. On behalf of Olivia and mine, welcome, welcome, welcome. If we have any visitors today, which we do, I'm going to ask you to type in the chat #newbie, and then I want you to introduce yourself, and we'll start with you, Deb.
I can't type and speak at the same time, so I'll have to do my #newbie afterwards. Hi, I'm Deb Calbane, and I'm here in the Boston area, Boston, Massachusetts, and I'm a life coach and a life coach and tech geek, I should say. Right now, I'm designing a website, but I love working with people who are just really frustrated with co-parenting and are sick of being frustrated with the whole process of another pickup, another drop off, another parent meeting, another soccer team. So that's the type of people that I love to work with, just to empower them to get their life back and get control over the situation. So that's me. Thanks for having me here.
And who invited you?
Olivia did invite me.
All right. Thank you, Olivia. Yvonne, I believe this is your second time. Welcome back. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Thank you, Nancy. So my name is Yvonne Baston. I'm in Calgary, Alberta, Canada, north of Montana. And I'm an event manager. I support heart-centered coaches who do enrollment events, usually multiple day enrollment events, where they sell their either high-end coaching program or their mastermind. And I don't just help them with the logistical pieces of the event, but also converting prospects to sales. That's me in a nutshell.
All right. And Jennifer is going to be our featured speaker today. So don't give away the farm, Jennifer, but go ahead and introduce yourself.
Thanks so much, Nancy. It's so great to be here with you guys. I love hearing the Southern accents. It's really warm and fuzzy for me. And I wish I could be in Florida right now. So my name's Jennifer, and I am a performance coach, nutritionist. I'm an independent Prüvit promoter. And I just love helping people be their best in terms of their health to translate over into the rest of their lives, because without health, what do we have? So I'm excited to talk to you today about all kinds of great stuff and inspire you.
All right.
And Nancy, you invited me, so.
I sure did. Well, we're so glad that you're here. All right. So let's start out with some kudos and celebrations. The most obvious one is Miss Stevie's birthday. So join with me in singing happy birthday to Stevie. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Stevie. Happy birthday to you.
Okay, because that stinks so bad, I'm going to ask our professional here, Kate, to do that again. And we're just going to sit back and be quiet, because when you hear this replay, you're going to laugh. Kate, go ahead and sing happy birthday to her, darling.
Stevie, that was the best, wasn't it? It was.
It was memorable.
Totally unique, right? Memorable, yeah.
It was authentic.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Stevie. Happy birthday to you.
Yay!
Woo!
Marilyn's in the room.
Marilyn is
Marilyn.
definitely in the room.
Thank you guys.
Oh, that wasn't even a Maryland thing. That was just a me thing.
Well, that was
amazing.
beautiful. Thank you, Kate. Thank you.
So
Thank you.
Nancy, I do need to say, along with my birthday celebration, thanks to all of you, I am absolutely celebrating a win in my Toastmasters competition last night. So I'm on to the next round.
Yay!
And I couldn't have done that without you.
Amazing.
Thank you guys so much.
No. Not just a win into the next round. She took first place, people. First
Yay!
place.
Wow.
Fantastic.
Amazing.
We got, if you have not listened to the replay of last week, Stevie honored us by giving us a sneak peek onto her little presentation, and we offered a little bit of feedback. None was really needed. She did a spectacular job. And so that is a big win. Congratulations. We think you're going to go on to win it. And this was the international, right? Is that the?
Yeah, this is, I'm out of Texas and New Mexico in that division right now. So it'll be moving on through, more regionals and more divisions. So yeah, this is a pretty big one, but thank you.
All right. Thank you. The next celebration that I would like to say, and she is not here today, but I'm sure y'all seen my post, Miss Priscilla Rose the other night. She's the American Businesswomen Association Emerald Coast Chapter's Women of Honor nominee for the Okaloosa County Status of Women. She has a servant's heart, and she has her finger in everything in our community, and it's just wonderful. And I was so glad that she was honored under our chapter to represent not only our chapter, but our community of Okaloosa County. So Priscilla, if you're listening, we want to congratulate you on that win. Anybody else have any wins out there? Yes, Claudio.
Well, I guess you can't consider a win. Our daughter-in-law is expecting twins, so we're gonna have 2 more grandbabies in October.
Ooh, yeah, I know all about that. Congratulations. What fun you're gonna have with that. When are they due, Claudio?
Because they're twins, it's not exact, but they're saying that the latest it would be is October 5th.
Oh boy. Well, we'll be looking forward to seeing lots of grandpa pictures posted. Yes, Kay.
I got a couple people reached out to me recently. One was, I've been associated with the Florida Health Department with the Okaloosa County Division for some time, working with Healthy Okaloosa work sites. And they called me, they're gearing everything back up, asked me if I would continue being on their speakers bureau. And so I met with them, and we'll be working with them on their monthly newsletter, as well as helping them on the speakers bureau. And then also Bob Hope Village reached out to me again. They're opening back up and asked me to start coming out again and giving my monthly health talks. So I'll be doing that as well. It's two small ways that I just serve the community, really enjoy it, and great group of people. So
just to give the Bob Hope Village a commercial down here, this is a place where veterans, widows, am I correct here, Kay?
Not all of them are widows, but they are all enlisted. It's
Okay.
enlisted. It's an enlisted retirement village.
For and a lot of them don't have the finances to live in a decent place and all this stuff, and this is just a beautiful community that they have built out down here. So
Nice.
I love that. Jeffrey, do you have something?
Yeah, so I was actually asked to speak or lead the corporate leadership team call tomorrow for corporate, which I was reached out yesterday.
Wow.
So I'm very, very excited about that. And Wednesday, I was recognized in the top 10 enrollers.
Fantastic.
Starting out April. So I'm
Amazing.
very, very happy about that, helping people with their stress, burnt out stress. So
Very good.
thanks.
Anybody else have any kudos? Yes, Olivia.
I do. So my video socials launch has been going super fantastic, and I had a full house last night. So thank you everyone for making this launch so great, and looking forward to having more of you in the club. So
I'll be back next week. I couldn't come yesterday.
love it. Thank you, Kate.
Thank you.
I'll second that. It was a great evening last night, Olivia. So great platform. Thanks for sharing that with us.
Mhm.
Love it. Love it.
And I have a list of people that I'm inviting for next week. So
Woohoo! Thank you,
Yeah.
There you go. There you go. One of the things that we did last week that I want to put a bird in your ear before we go forward was we were talking about our goals for the month of April and to hold each other accountable. So we're going to start adding that each week, or once a month. And then the first week of May, we'll talk about how well you did on that 1 or 2 big bodacious goals that you set for the month. And it can be anything. It can be small, it can be medium, it can be large, but this is just a place where we want you to verbalize it, share it. We put it in some in the chat last week, and we want, we really want to start tracking these things to see how far we've come over the year. This is really important. Accountability works. And, the first step is writing it down. The second step is verbalizing it. So you've set it out in front of a group, and the likelihood now you moving forward, guess what? Is way more than what it would have been if you just left it in your brain. Jess, I believe I saw something on Facebook where you had a kudo. You want to tell us about that?
I don't know which one we might be talking about.
Oh, that was sounded like a really great podcast that you were on.
Oh yeah, I was featured on a really awesome podcast. I've been doing a lot of guest podcasting, which has just been a beautiful experience for me to be celebrating and offering and sharing with the different value that I have to bring to different people's communities. So that's been a really a great gift. So I appreciate that. And I would suggest something. I'm leading another private mastermind and accountability group. And one of the things that we do is we have a living Excel sheet that in Google Drive and a Google Share Drive that everyone can use. And we put our 3 things that we're working on for between now and the next week in the time that we meet. And if you want to really track it while we're on this call, we could all be entering our 3 things that we're supposed to be focusing on for next week. And we have that Excel document to kind of watch our progress and look back at the things we've achieved. And then we would know very clearly in writing and visually what other people's goals are, so that we could then show up and participate in helping them reach their goals as well.
Yeah, and that was the other piece to the puzzle when we talked about that. How I want to present this each time is, what is your goal and how are we going to know that you've achieved it? And then third, what can we do to help you achieve that goal? What is it that you need from us? And it can be anything, it could be an introduction. It could be, a myriad of things, but this is the way that we can help one another. Let's go ahead, and before I forget it, let's do our screenshot right quick. So if you'll look into the camera, I'm going to count down 3, 2, 1. And we need our theme for next week. So who has a theme that they would like for us to do next week for our screenshot? Anybody?
Maybe one last comment on the accountability piece. You also probably want to include a commitment start date for the person who's trying to reach that goal, and a goal completion date, because when you have those deadlines and you outline them and schedule them, it does amplify and make it more powerful. So just that last thought on that, if that's something we decide to do.
Absolutely. Thank you.
And Nancy, LaDonna's had her hand up.
LaDonna's had her hand up a while.
Okay, I'm sorry. LaDonna, go ahead.
I just wanted you guys to know, and thank you for the ones that were able to help me. I did win the trip to Hermosa Beach for May.
Congratulations.
I'm very excited.
Very good. Priscilla, you missed it. We gave you kudos earlier. Congratulations on your nomination. Love that.
Oh, thank you. And can I add something?
Yes.
Well, our fearless leader, Nancy, she was elected to be the treasurer of the American Business Women's Association in at the Emerald Coast. So
thank you.
Congratulate her too.
Thank you. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
What is
it's amazing what happens when you get a tribe of people that write your name in. I told them paybacks are hack, but we're not going to go there.
So what is this women's association group that you guys have for us Canadians?
It's a nationwide chapters all over. It's called American Businesswomen Association. And, of course they do fundraising, but it's empowering business women or, women in the workforce. So there's education components. We have conferences. Y'all help me out here. Priscilla, you've been in way longer than I have.
Okay, we offer scholarships.
Amazing.
For the high school graduates, female graduates. They offer what's called Apex courses courses that will help you develop personally and help you with your business, things like that.
And they
And
have this competition that is amazing that they're doing nominations for right now. And one of our Eagles, Barbara Britt, she was in the top 10 nationwide last year, and she's also here locally in our region. So that's very exciting. I hope one day to compete in that. I was young careerist years ago in this very same club. So that's pretty cool. But
And
it's cool.
Juanita Harvin's a part of the group too. She does our
Yes.
newsletter every month, and she focuses on the different ladies and their businesses to tell everybody what their business is about. She does an excellent job.
Yes.
Thank you. Business highlights. We like to highlight all the businesses and get just a little promo out there.
There you go.
I suspect you'll be bringing more of those members into this group.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, I got to check. Yeah, we invite some more. Yeah.
Yep. And it's nationwide. So that's a really good, good thing.
Yeah, I'll pipe in and say my wife's been participating in ABWA for years.
Oh, yay.
Make a huge difference in our community here in Annapolis.
Love to hear that. Love to hear that. All right, let's move along to our next topic. Any tips, secrets, or resources that you'd like to share this week? Anybody uncover anything pretty cool?
I want to say, if you Google surprising statistics, right? Just what are the most surprising statistics about whatever your topic or industry, you can create content around that. There's a lot of fun things that come up.
Thank you. All right. I don't know if y'all watched my little clip this week, but I thought I would share with you 5 things that geese can teach us about teamwork. If you look at my background, you'll notice 2 V's. And you may have seen this in the air and you might not have realized what that was for or the reason behind it or why in the world these geese do that. Well, I'm going to go over that with you. Number 1, that V formation allows them to fly further together. That V formation, it conserves energy by reducing the wind resistance. You'll also notice that there's usually a longer leg on there because they normally don't fly directly into the wind. That helps them, that longer leg helps reduce that drag. So number 1, fly further together when you're a team. Number 2, geese support each other. When one goose is sick or injured, 2 fall out of formation and will stay with that goose until they're able to fly again. Then they work together as a team, 3 of them, to catch up with the group. So your team is only as strong as your weakest link. Number 3, they take turns leading. Keep in mind that front goose, man, they are getting hammered with that wind because they are right into it, right? No lift is created for that lead goose. So everybody's got to take turns leading the flock. So you'll see one fall back and the next one will move right into that space. Number 4, have you ever heard geese honk? When they're in that formation, sometimes it's so loud you can't even hear yourself think. Why are they doing that? Geese cheers progress. You can hear them honking. It's a way for them to communicate and encourage the flock on their long migration journey. So for team members, communication and feedback is key for your teams. Number 5, they're loyal to their purpose. Typically, they don't alter their migration route by very much. Their goal always remains the same, to get from point A to point B. So the purpose of your team is more than just a goal. Remember, it's your vision, your mission, your culture. Every team member, just like in this group, should be able to articulate what's meaningful and to see what each of you are doing and how you fit into the group so that you can understand why it is that we do what we do. So number 5 is loyal to their purpose. So I thought that was a really cool thing, how that we could relate that to teamwork. So I hope you enjoyed that. At this time, what I'd like to do is let's go around and do a little 30-second introduction for our new members here today. And LaDonna, we'll start with you.
Hi, everyone. I am LaDonna McAbee, and I am your go-to girl for sleeping. I can help you sleep better. I am your all-to girl to get back with you. I'm always going to keep up with you, make sure it's working for you. Sweet dreams will relax you and help you sleep better at night, right along with lots of other items. You can use it for acne, arthritis, pain, fibromyalgia. Let's talk. Hashtag healthy you.
Thank you, LaDonna. Claudio.
Thank you, Nancy. Good morning or good afternoon, everyone, depending on where you are. And once again, welcome to all the newbies. So what I do is I help entrepreneurs that are looking to diversify their streams of passive income by introducing to them them to one that requires little to no effort. We have recently brought in the co-op, and I'm really excited about that. And let's all get on board and let that money grow.
Thank you, Juanita.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Juanita Harbin. I'm the founder and CEO of Your Way Tours. We're a full-service travel agency and a military family-owned business. So we'd like to be your global travel agency for your global adventures. Things are opening up right now. Did you get your vaccine yet? Because we are booking traveling now. So can't you see yourself on a trip going to a castle hopping, wine tasting, out in the Mexican beaches somewhere, heading back over to Europe soon for Italian cooking class? Well, we are here to get that done for you, and we can do it affordably. So check us out, Your Way Tours, hashtag global tours and trips.
Thank you, Jess.
Hi, everybody. I am Jessica Koch with Jessica Koch Consulting. And really, the thing I love to do is help you get more done in less time. So I have a virtual assistant membership program, and we help you with all those micro tasks you need to do to get your sales and your marketing completed for you so that you can still hang out in the sunshine and with your family and know that your business is scaling and growing too. I'm Jessica Koch with Jessica Koch Consulting.
Thank you. My fearless co-leader, Olivia.
Hey there, have you heard that phrase, practice makes what?
Perfect.
I'm going to reframe that today and say practice makes permanent. So the more that you can get together with other people and practice your video speaking skills and communication skills, the better, right? So I invite you to join me on Thursday nights for video socials. It's a video blogging community and networking session. So see you there. My information will be in the chat, and it's hashtag LinkedIn with Olivia.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Jeff Berger, founder of Abundance in Optimum Wellness, physically, mentally, and financially. I'm also referred to as your holistic wellness gladiator. As a certified health and integrative wellness coach, I help stressed out entrepreneurs how to increase mental fitness with holistic coaching to achieve heightened well-being. Are you looking to increase your mood, motivation, and metabolism? Yes, all three. You found your guy, feeling euphoric, having more physical and mental energy. Can't stop smiling because your increased motivation, no afternoon crashes, and how about losing that visceral fat? I lost 7 pounds in 8 days. Mental fitness is the new physical health. Are you looking to increase your mental fitness? Then we need to talk. Let's do this. Your holistic wellness gladiator.
Richard.
Good morning, Richard Morton of Richard Transforms. So you're having a great day, or I say a bad day. You stubbed your toe, you spilt your coffee, and you just crashed your eggs on the floor. So that's the time you want to start doing affirmations. Wrong. Learn how to do a no filter rant through tapping in about 20 minutes. I mean, no filter whatsoever, to dish all that trauma and BS out the window. And then you can start having a better day because you've released all that tension and anger in your body. Then you can start to build something forward from there. But again, having a bad day, 20 minutes of tapping with no filters will change that so fast your head will spin. Richard Transforms. Thank you.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Kay Lehman, and I have a passion for people's health. I love and enjoy getting with individuals, finding out about you, your needs, your concerns, your issues, and then helping you and giving you the tools and equipment that you need to move you forward towards your goals. And I do that by showing you how to put action to your goals.
Call to action.
You want a call to action.
I do. What do you
All
want
right.
us to do?
What do you want me to do? If you'd like to learn more of what that would look like, it's hashtag rock your health.
There you go. Kate?
I actually remembered to press unmute first. Yay. Did you know you had 7 seconds to impact? For most of you, you've heard me say this before, and people see color even before they see style. No matter where it is that you are, whether you think that you're on the top of the world as far as your game is concerned, how you show up really does have an impact. Let how you show up actually begin to sell for you, because what can you say in 7 seconds? Hi, my name is Kate Unger, and I am your inside out healthy lifestyle and image coach. I help busy entrepreneurs look and feel amazing on the camera and off the camera, impacting how you feel, impacting how you show up. And beauty is not just skin deep, it goes deeper than that. So we help you feel great from the inside out. If you would like more information and like to know when our next workshop is, to then actually hashtag color me beautiful down in the chat. Thank you.
Thank you. Laura?
I think I'm the only Laura in the room this week.
I think you are.
Right? Because there's like 3 of us normally. Yeah, okay. So my name is Laura Armstrong. I know most of you guys. I'm a leadership accelerator, communication expert. I'm a 3-time world champion martial artist. I help you develop the skills, give you the tools, and map out the action plan so that you can reach your full potential that will fast track you on the road to extraordinary leadership success. Well, what does that mean? Well, we get really clear about what leadership means to you, where it's going, and how to step into your power and actually help a ton of people and monetize that in the business, because I feel like that step is sometimes lost. And I have an awesome announcement, but I'm going to wait for the announcements because I'm on the edge of my seat here. I can't wait.
They're coming next, I promise. Okay. Barry?
Well, hi, everybody. If we haven't met, I am the wellness ambassador for Melaleuca. We're North America's #1 online wellness shopping club. We're a factory direct manufacturer of over 450 products, a line of wholesale only health, wellness, and beauty products. We're over 35 years old, and the original green and the original essential oils company. So you're not making a buying decision, you're just making a shopping decision. You just switch stores. My calendar is going to be in the chat so I can introduce you to Melaleuca, the wellness company. And I'll remind you, in the first 5 months, you get $100 worth of free products when you become a preferred customer. I am the Melaman.
Stevie?
Thanks so much. I hope you guys can hear me okay. My company is Succeeding with Stevie, and I'm Stevie. I've asked this before. How many of you grew up knowing you were going to be a business owner? How many of you grew up knowing that sales would be a part of being in business and that you would be a part of that? I am a lifelong salesperson that has taught multiple people how to make it consultative and not sleazy. Sales is service, and that's what I help people provide, whether you're a budding business builder or wanting to take your business to the next level. I am your Beyond 6-Figure sales coach, and looking forward to working with those who have never had a business plan or would like to tweak their business plan to help them take that leap to the next level. Succeeding with Stevie, Beyond 6-Figure sales coach. Thanks.
Thank you. Bruce?
Hello, my name is Bruce Barnes. I'm a wellness and mindset expert, and I work with people that are ready and willing to make the changes, to make the improvements in their life and start living the life they desire. I've got a brand new technology I just got a few days ago. It is an AO scanner. Welcome to the world of quantum wellness. It adjusts your frequencies of every cell in your body. It does a scan of your whole body, the CT scan like images. It's phenomenal. It's just with simply using your voice. So if you're interested in more information, I'll drop the contact information in there. It's #full-potential.
Interesting. Can't wait to learn more. Mary Long.
Hi guys, my name is Mary Long and I am an intuitive coach and healing arts practitioner. I offer multiple forms of holistic natural medicine and integrated medicine therapies, which are complementary to traditional or conventional healing methods. So one thing I wanted to tell you about today is that I am a Reiki master teacher. So what is Reiki? It is a Japanese form of healing arts. It's an energy therapy, which is used often for spiritual or emotional growth, and it can be very beneficial to complementary or conventional therapies. I don't know what else to say.
To learn more, call to action.
Yeah, to learn more, reach out to me. I'll put my email address in the chat. It's reiki@deliberatelydelightful.com to learn more.
Thank you. Thank you. Helen?
Sorry, I couldn't find my button. Nice to see you guys again. I was sad to have missed last week. So I'm going to start with a little quote. One of my favorite authors is Dr. Seuss. So you have brains in your head, you have feet in your shoes, you can steer yourself in any direction you choose. So I want to use that to tell you that my brain works well for you as a writer to help you brand your business with stories. And my feet, or maybe rather my heart, actually take me in the direction of health and sustainability for you and the planet. So connect with me if you're curious to learn about my upcoming writing workshops. I have one on storytelling and one on communication, specific to sales. And I also have in my other business an excellent offer for 50% off shopping for sustainable health and wellness products. So if you're curious to learn how you can get 50% off, you can connect with me on that.
All right, thank you. Priscilla?
Yes, hello everyone. I'm Priscilla Rose from Legal Shield. Now, did you know that if you drive out of your own state and receive a moving traffic violation, that you may have to travel back to that state to appear in traffic court? Well, if you have Legal Shield, you will be provided with a traffic attorney who will represent you in court so that you will not have to appear in person, saving you time and extra traveling expenses. Now, wouldn't that give you peace of mind? Now, I would love to talk to you and give you more information about the incredible services that Legal Shield provides. Because with Legal Shield, you will worry less and live more.
Hashtag?
Hashtag Legal Shield.
All right. Thank you very much. And I just want to give you kudos on that, Priscilla. For the newbies that are in here, each week we come through here and we're going to be practicing a little bit on some irresistible offers today. But we go over our elevator pitch, and from time to time we change them, we work on them, we coach each other, we give feedback. And this is a new pitch for Priscilla. I pay attention, I go back and listen, and so does everybody else on here. And I don't know about you, but that story resonates, Priscilla. That's what we want to hear. So each week, if you could come back with a little story or something like that that we could relate to, just besides just wills, because that seems to be the biggest thing. Every time I go into a networking group, they're always focused on the wills, or you know, the identity theft. It seems like those are the two big ones, but these are real life stories that can happen. And so that brings it out to a whole new ball game, so to speak. So love that. I think that will be very effective for you. So good job on that. All right, let's see here. Next, we want, before we go into the next thing, let's talk about our events. First of all, I know that somebody went to the big table this week. You want to give us a little rundown on what happened out in the littlest big city in Reno this past week?
I'm assuming you're talking to me.
Oh, I am.
Yeah, last week was pretty amazing stuff. This is the Laurel's Big Table met in Reno. It first couple days, of course, just going through a variety of different presentations and information on building your business, as well as alternative investment opportunities and whatnot. But then Wednesday, we had an all-day field trip. I'm not sure exactly where it was, the south of Reno, but out in that, well, as we were leaving Reno, we passed the University of Nevada, and they announced there's a massive student housing project going in there. And they said that that's one of the things that you should be looking into in your area is student housing. There's a need for that, to invest in that, rental property and that. But anyway, they're expanding the student housing there because the University of Nevada in Reno is expanding dramatically. And just, I think it's just south of downtown Reno, they're going to be building a brand new medical university. They got a grant from, I don't know if it was just the state or if it was also federal grants to build this new university, and they want to make it world class. And they are going, the downtown Harrah's Casino and Hotel permanently closed. The university bought the property. They're converting that into student housing, which is just a few blocks away from what the new medical university is going to be. And they're going to be recruiting top students from India and Asia countries to come over and go through the medical program. They're saying that if they graduate from that university and they work in the area for 10 years, they will forgive the student debt.
Wow.
Yeah, especially for a medical student, that's huge.
Huge.
And so then, at any rate, as we left the town, we went out. There's a Tesla facility out there, and near there is, I don't know how many 100 acres Bitcoin purchased. They got approval, their own, essentially they're going to be their own little country. They're going to make a high-tech community. Everything will be paid for using Bitcoin. All the purchases and everything that you earn and make within that community will be tax-free. And I'm not sure exactly when they're going to start building the community and when the estimated completion date is, but I was just like, wow, that's that's amazing.
Big.
Yeah. And so then we toured a high-end modular home facility, and so that's another potential. They're working on making that available to the Big Table members as an investment opportunity to get some promissory notes and whatnot in that. But it was just a lot of amazing information that they shared. And there's a lot of stuff that you can do that you don't really think about as far as making money, making and keeping money. And
well, thank you very much for sharing. We always like to hear what you guys are doing out there. And although it seems like we're really lopsided today in health and wellness, not everybody in our group is health and wellness. It just seems that way today. But anyways, we're certainly glad that you are. But what I want to encourage you to do is when you're going to your conferences and workshops and all of that stuff, a lot of the stuff that you are trained on, you need to be bringing that back to our tribe, because usually it's generic and we all can benefit from the training that you're receiving. So
And-
it's very, go ahead, Bruce.
yeah, one of the strategies that one of our members is in the World Financial Group and that, but I've been working with a local investment planner in that same area, and we're in the process of doing something that's very unique in, with even if you have an IRA, that whether it's Roth or a traditional IRA, in the future, we all know taxes are going to go up. So you don't really know what your tax rate is going to be. So I'm in the process of doing something where I'm going to be shifting my funds from my traditional IRA into an insurance-backed policy that's going to have cash value. And as it's like, you know, 15,000 a year, it's just taking what I'm able to pull out, and I'll have to pay whatever my income tax is on that each year, but I'm shifting it over into the insurance policy. So then later years, pulling a loan out from my policy, which just reduces the cash, the death benefit from the insurance policy. But when you do a loan out of your insurance policy, that this is any cash value policy that you have, any money you pull out of that insurance policy is tax-free. So we're shifting it from tax delayed to tax-free.
Another thing that you and I had spoke about also, due to cryptocurrency being our theme for this quarter for our co-op, was, wasn't it you that told me that they're looking at some retirement options that you can use, put Bitcoin in? Was that you, Bruce, that told me
Yeah,
that?
so they have the Horizon Trust is the only self-directed 401k company that you can invest using crypto, including setting up a Roth IRA to put your crypto in. And that's what I'm in the process of doing as well.
All right. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that. Okay. Let's hear that big announcement. Stevie, was that you? Who was that said they was about to die? Laura, it was you. Go ahead.
Me. So I have been collaborating with two amazing people the last 3 months. I actually can't believe it's happening. You know, when you work on something so long and it actually shows up in the world, you're like, holy crap, it's here. So we have been creating a one-day summit. I feel like there's a lot of summits out there that are, you know, 2, 3, 4, 5 days. And we felt that people just were having issues with spending a lot of time in these summits, right? Because we're all so busy that having days on end to do a summit just didn't always work. So we did a one-day summit. It's only 5 hours. It's called Impact to Income. And it's called, so you can check it out at the letter I, the number 2, the letter I, accelerator.com. And what we noticed when we're asking people is that we're finding that people, when we would ask them what they need, they're like, I really like helping people, but I need to be making more money. It's not showing up in my bottom line. And I want to be more impactful in the world, because one follows the other. We all know that. You guys all run your own business. You know, if you have more impact, you obviously have more income. So what we did is we brought 5 experts together. For instance, one of them is Alex Stern, the co-founder of Constant Contact. He's run several startup businesses, especially, well, you all know what Constant Contact is, but you know, him and other relevant speakers are going to speak during this day. And they're going to give you the actual tips and tricks that they use to make 7, 8 figures, and you can implement that in your business right away. I'll put the info in the chat for you guys if you want to register. We made it super cheap because we really want everyone to come. And we also included a VIP option if you want the recordings. And the recordings, I would say go for it, because we did a lot of extra training with each of the speakers in those. So it's definitely worth the extra $20. Still super reasonable. So I feel like I just like given birth to this baby, which is weird, but I'm so excited to see where this is going to go and how it's going to happen and how it's going to change people's lives. And it's just going to be an awesome day. And on the day of, you get an hour live with all of these speakers to ask your questions. So that's my spiel.
Fantastic. Congratulations. And I loved your logo. I thought that was brilliant how you incorporated that too in the middle of that. So if y'all take a look at that, I'm a marketing gal, so I notice all those little things. So anyways, great job on that logo too. All right. Anybody else have any events that they want to announce? Put them in the chat. Go ahead, Kate.
I did put it in the chat, but Agatha and I are doing a Mother's Day special. It's a virtual makeover event. So it's an opportunity. It's a 2-for-1 ticket to either spend with your mom, or if you have a daughter. And it's a 2-for-1 ticket event. And we are, it's not a solid date because we actually posted it in a place where it was requested as far as an event for promoting things for Mother's Day. So we're seeing where the interest lies, but it's 3 Thursday options in May. And I put the information in the link down below if you'd like to register.
All right. A couple of things, announcements for us. We are going to have our mid-month mastermind this coming Tuesday at 11:30, and we will be discussing our co-op and all the projects that we already are involved in. And all of them but one are just churning right along, doing gangbusters. So that is really, really positive. For the visitors, we have an Earn As You Learn Community Investment Club, and this quarter we are focused on cryptocurrencies and businesses that help us provide passive income. So we'll be discussing that, kind of telling you where we are on that. The other thing that we have on Tuesdays, I am part of this group. It's called Small Business Revolution. And it's a series on television where they went across America. They have this big competition, and Shark Tank's Robert Herjavec and the deluxe marketing team goes in, they pick a winner town, give them $500,000 to go in and help these small businesses. And they choose every season, they choose 6 different businesses in these communities to help them improve and to really revamp their town. And it's been amazing. So each Tuesday we get together, kind of like a book club, only we listen and watch the segment and then we discuss it Tuesdays at 11:30. And so I was able, because I'm a member, they told me that I can invite the group to come in and take advantage of that. This coming Tuesday, even though it's going to coincide with our mid-month mastermind, we'll be discussing season 2, episode 2 on small business revolution. So anyways, anytime that you can join us on that. And if you can't, I really encourage you to go out there and watch their like 30-minute segments. So it's quick, short, down and dirty, but you will really get some nuggets no matter what kind of business that you own and operate. They got some really great tips that can help you with your business. Olivia, do you have any announcements for dates or anything you want to bring forward?
Yeah, so fellow Eagle member Sarah Bazan, she's hosting a summit tonight. So Courage to Shine Summit. So I'll put the information in the chat for that. So be nice to have you guys come out and support her. So it's 6:30 Eastern.
All right. Let's see here.
Helen's got her hand up.
Okay, go ahead, Helen.
Thanks, Bruce. Yeah, I posted a couple of things in the chat, but the one that I really wanted to highlight, because it's a little outside of the norm, is I had announced with you back last year that the first book I co-authored a chapter in was called For the Love of Our Children, and it was written by parents of special needs children to inspire hope in the community. So we're actually doing our book launch officially on Facebook Live on the 23rd and 24th of April. So I just wanted to put that out there for any of you who know anyone in that community, whether it's service providers, families that could use that connection. We've got some interaction, some prizes. Kathy's coming on to do laughter yoga with the families, lots of things happening. So just wanted to put that out there for anybody who had some connections that they could send my way. Thanks.
Fantastic. Anybody else?
Here, Nancy, Jeff.
Go ahead.
So I posted in the notes Thursday, April 15th, 2021 Year of Mental Fitness is the new physical health. I'm going to be talking about our brand new product that we launched April 1st that reached $387,000 in sales in one day. And it addresses mood, motivation, and metabolism, a huge game changer, and excited to share the information about that.
All right. All right, at this time, we're going to bring forward our featured speaker for today, which is Miss Jennifer Morris. Jennifer is a biohacking nutrition expert who specializes in metabolic health, specifically fat loss in high-performance humans. She works with anybody who truly wants to live their best life. Through the power of Pure Therapeutic Ketones from Prüvit, she helps people have more energy, focus, and mental clarity, better brain health, better sleep and recovery, less stress, better digestion, and body composition. Additionally, the fields of anti-aging, gut health, and fitness are also areas she works in. If you have more inside you and you want to unleash your true, most energetic self, then you need to hear what she has to say. So join me in welcoming Miss Jennifer Morris. Come on down, Jennifer.
Thanks so much. Again, I'm super excited to be here. And I have to say, I am totally inspired by hearing what everybody's doing and the energy it must require for you guys to be able to do all of those things and stay on top of it all. I don't want to make this about me. I'm going to give you a little bit of background about myself, but then I really would love to get into what you possibly need and just kind of share with you a little bit of my journey so you understand where I'm coming from. I think that, one of the biggest things that we all need today is that energy, right? If you just take a look out there, I would say that you all are probably an exceptional group of people performing at quite a high level already. But if you, like me, performing at that level, have ever encountered, that time where you realize that it's great that we have these support groups and these networks, but ultimately we still are responsible and alone a lot of the times doing what we're doing. And just to have that energy to be able to focus on your business, focus on all the networking that you're doing. To me, as an entrepreneur for now close to 20 years, it's something that hit me really hard about 4 years ago when I was close to complete burnout. So I want to talk to you guys today about ketones specifically because ketones are something that changed my life 4 years ago. Can I just get a show of hands? Does anybody here, I think Laura messaged me, but does anybody here know what drinkable ketones are? Couple of hands. Yeah, Laura said she was drinking ketones from Prüvit already. So this, guys, before I begin, I want to be very clear because a lot of people hear the word keto and make the assumption that I'm talking about a diet or, some kind of crazy strict thing that we have to follow. And I'm not. Okay. So I just want to make that very clear up front. What I'm talking about here is a system that allows you to have the energy that you need to be able to perform at the level that you want to perform at. 4 years ago, I own a CrossFit gym. I'm a high performance athlete. I'm 50 years old and I compete at the master's level in CrossFit. And 4 years ago, I was at a stage in my life at my gym where I was run ragged. I just couldn't perform at the level I wanted to perform at physically or mentally. I didn't really realize what a fog I was in actually until I got out of it. And it was 24/7, right? Running a gym was not something that I ever did to make a ton of money. It was out of passion because I loved helping people and I loved the sport of CrossFit. And I ran that for about 10 years. And then I was forced to shut that big business down because I just was completely burnt out. If I had kept going, I probably would have completely burnt out, not just, health-wise, but also financially. Luckily, in that stage of my life, I was very unfocused. So in that unfocused state of mind, I was able to go and scroll on Facebook, which is what a lot of people do, looking down at the phone, what's going on Facebook, right? In your unfocused state. And I happened to see a post by a friend. He was an acquaintance at the time. He's now quite a good friend. And it was this crazy sort of half naked photo of him posing there in his boxer shorts. It was quite hilarious, actually. And he's an older gentleman. And I immediately messaged him and I said, John, what are you doing? And why are you posting this crazy picture? And what are ketones? What are you talking about? And he, being a gym owner, he was very reluctant to promote this whole thing because really it's, reputation is everything in that industry, right? And so I immediately, he told me, Jen, it's ketones. I'm drinking ketones. And as a nutritionist, as somebody who has a master's degree in science and nutrition, I kind of laughed at him. And I was, John, what are you talking about? There's no way you can drink something and it's going to give you the same effects of this diet. There's just no way. Knowing what I knew or what I thought I knew about diet and nutrition, I thought I knew everything. I didn't. I was just uneducated. I didn't know what I didn't know. And luckily I was open enough to listen to him and to say to him, you know what, I'm struggling. My energy's low. I've put on a whole bunch of excess body fat, which, by the way, most people come to me because they want to lose fat. That is the primary reason, but they stay for all the other benefits that ketones provide. And I said to him, you know what, John, I'm going to give this a good 3 months because I've tried everything. I'm not sleeping well. I'm putting on body fat. I'm stressed out. I'm unfocused. I have zero energy. What is going on? And he's like, you know what? I can't tell you that this is going to work for you. I've only just begun to learn about this myself, but I trusted him and I kind of just dove right in. And lo and behold, within about 1 hour, literally, of taking my first serving of Pure Therapeutic Ketones from Prüvit, my brain was alive. I had energy. I had focus. I hadn't slept in 5 years. Guys, you can block your ears. I'm postmenopausal, if that makes you uncomfortable. I'm sure a lot of ladies can relate. I hadn't slept in so long because of the menopausal symptoms. It was like I slept for the first time in so long. And it just got better and better and better, till the point where literally a week later, people around me started noticing that I had changed, that my smile was actually real. It wasn't a pretend smile. I was actually, bringing real energy and positivity to conversations and the table again. I was performing in the gym, running circles around my little 20-year-old comrades, right? Like I was actually me again. And I felt the best that I felt, as I do today, that I had in years and years and years. So that's my story. And what I quickly decided is to bring ketones into my nutrition practice. I hear a lot of you guys are wellness coaches. Some of you guys have products already that you're bringing to the table, which is awesome. And I understand the loyalties associated with those things. But I do want you to be open to the possibility here of something that you may not have heard of, because this is something that for me changed not only myself, but changed the way I approach nutrition and the way I work with people. Because I used to lead with, a meal plan or a change, right? That were very difficult for people to put into place. And those of you that are coaches that are, sort of selling services, you guys know that it's for people to, sustain or maintain what you preach can be very challenging. What I learned very quickly was using ketones is a tool to allow people to make the changes that I was prescribing. So it doesn't matter what diet you're prescribing or what wellness practice you're prescribing. Ketones actually are an energy source that allow people to make better decisions. So I'll explain a little bit about the science behind this. I don't want to get too technical on this because it can get very technical. Somebody like me with a science background, I tend to geek out on this stuff a lot. And I could speak literally for 4 hours on the science behind all of this. But essentially, ketones are an energy molecule. They're the only other energy molecule that our body can run off of other than glucose. So most people in our society are running primarily on glucose because we all know carbs, right? You've all heard of carbohydrates. They're everywhere. They're very hard to avoid. And we're not saying that you now necessarily have to avoid those, but you can get the benefit of ketones, which would be in the past where we would have done a ketogenic diet or a very high fat diet. We can get the benefit of these ketones without having to do the diet. It's as simple as drinking them. And we start everybody with what's called the 10-day drink ketones challenge. This is simply a kit that gives you 20 servings of ketones that you can take over a period of 10 to 20 days, either 1 to 2 servings a day, morning, first thing in the morning, and generally sometime in the afternoon. I'll just show you the packages are little individual packages that look like this, and they come in either caffeinated or decaffeinated formats. So a lot of people think that caffeine is energy. Caffeine is not energy. Caffeine is a stimulant. If you're somebody that's running on coffee, that is not a good thing. You're not really running on energy. You're just running on caffeine, which is stimulating your brain and playing with your nervous system. So the amount of caffeine that's actually in this product is optimized just to deliver the ketones to the cells just a little bit faster. But you also have the choice of decaffeinated as well. I personally only use decaffeinated now, and I have amazing energy for days and still have all the benefits. It's the first time in my life that I've actually been able to maintain a steady, consistent body composition without going through the yo-yos of, you know, the diet pitfalls that most of us have been through in our life. So what I would encourage you to do is, you know, if you're thinking about this is interesting to you, if you have more questions, I did post an event in the chat about a more detailed information session coming up next Tuesday night. It'll be a little bit longer. We answer questions. I don't know if there's time for questions because I'm a newbie here today, but there'll be time for more questions and you'll get way more details. I'll tell you, Prüvit is a company that has been around since 2015. It is a network marketing company, but we call ourselves community-based marketing. We are, as somebody who's been an entrepreneur my whole life, I've never actually felt comfortable being part of network marketing. Those of you that have been in network marketing a long time may not understand that, but you may have felt the resistance from people when you talk to them about your products. And so for me, it was a really difficult jump to get into a company like this. But it was an easy jump because of the technology and the science behind this product and the way that this company operates as a community and how they're really based on education and science before everything else. And their mission actually is to inspire people to become better versions of themselves, which is pretty much my mission and has always been my mission as an entrepreneur and as a gym owner and as a nutritionist. The other thing too, guys, and I want to make you an offer today that we have available, if you're interested in getting this and trying this out for 10, 20, however many days, with a screen, it's hard to find the right place to put this when I have the background, the virtual background on. So this product normally retails for $130 US, but today and for the next until Sunday night, I will be able to get you a price of $99, which is a 23% discount. And additionally, we have a kit that allows you to do an extended fast. You guys may have heard of the power of fasting before. This is a 60-hour fast where everything you have in this kit to do the fast for 60 hours, that might sound daunting to you if you're not familiar with fasting. But I can explain more about it if you want to learn more about it. And when you get these two things together, they would both be 22% off plus an additional $10 discount. And so that's my offer for you guys today. That's available until Sunday night. I hear a little dog barking. I thought maybe it was mine. I have a big dog. He's a Vizsla and he's sleeping here on the carpet behind me. So he's for once quiet, which is really nice. And so that's my offer for you today, guys. This product really has changed my life. It's changed my practice. It's helped me change now over 7,000 people's lives in the past 4 years. It's completely transformed my friends, my family. I literally got my mom back. Her memory came back. And it's something that I plan on being a part of for the rest of my life. Prüvit is constantly innovating. So I'm excited to see the next iteration of what they come out with, which I believe is going to be completely customizable ketones that we can drink specific for each individual's DNA and beyond that as well. So that's my presentation. I don't know if I went over 10 minutes. I was just speaking from my heart. So hopefully if you have questions, I don't know if there's an opportunity for that, but I'm always here and I'll put my my contact information in the chat.
All
Nancy,
right.
am I able to address a question there? Barry just
Yes,
messaged me.
you absolutely are. I had a question and then we'll get to you, Barry. What's the
No,
taste? Is there a
it's
flavor?
Jennifer. Nancy, I asked Jennifer a question. Jennifer, you don't have to answer it publicly if you don't want to.
No, I can. I will definitely answer that because that's a
Okay.
common misconception. Yeah. Go ahead, Nancy.
The flavor. What are the flavors?
Oh, there's a flavor for every palate. It used to come in only one flavor, and that was kind of an orange flavor. That was like, if you can imagine, like an orange creamsicle popsicle, that was the flavor. But now literally, I think there's probably close to 30 or 40 flavors, and they keep coming out with new ones. So they are sweetened with stevia, which is a natural sweetener. And for instance, this particular flavor here that I have is Harvest Sunrise. It tastes kind of like Tang. There's another flavor here called Splash, which is like a mild grapefruit watermelon. There's raspberry lemonade, Maui Punch, Swiss cocoa, you name it, there's something for any palate. So I've never met anybody who couldn't find a flavor that they loved.
Okay.
Chocolate, yeah. The chocolate, the Swiss cocoa is like an amazing dark chocolate, and you can have it warm as well. Barry asked me if the product, he says, I understand it's potentially dangerous for diabetics. So there's a common misconception. So there's ketosis, which is a state of having ketones in your blood, which we all go through when we don't eat overnight. That is not dangerous, okay? Type 1 diabetics can go into something called ketoacidosis. This is not the level of ketoacidosis that we're talking about. That's something that is like 30, 40 times the level of ketones in your blood. And that's when you have ketones and glucose that are out of control. And that would be in a type 1 uncontrolled diabetic, in which case that person would probably not be walking around anyway. They'd probably be in the hospital. Type 2 diabetics, what's really interesting, and I can't make any medical claims here. I will tell you anecdotally that I have probably close to 50 clients now that have either completely reduced their insulin or metformin or been able to come off of those altogether, because ketones, and there's multiple studies on this, when we have ketones present, we actually regulate sugars. I wear a continuous glucose monitor just to monitor what my glucose are. You can't see it, it's on my arm here, but I monitor my sugars. And what's really interesting is that when I drink ketones, my glucose actually regulates, which is great because that means my insulin levels don't fluctuate, which keeps me more stable. So it is safe for diabetics. They just need to check with their doctor, as with anybody who has any underlying health conditions. What I do generally is I get people to just take a package, bring it to their doctor, show them the ingredients, and make myself available to speak with their physician, because that's what I do as a nutritionist. I speak with doctors all the time and make sure they understand how safe this actually is.
All right. Thank you very much. Anybody else have any? Yes, Helen.
Yeah, I would just like to ask Jennifer, is taking the ketones, does it actually put you into a state of ketosis? Is that what's happening, or is it just raising the ketone level in your body?
Yes. So the state of ketosis is an elevated level of ketones. It doesn't mean that you're burning fat. Burning fat is ketogenesis, the generation of ketones. So what this product is actually specifically formulated for is to enhance ketogenesis. So fat burning happens indirectly because you have more energy, you do more. It controls your appetite and cravings because ketones actually regulate hunger hormones, leptin and ghrelin. And so by its very nature, it's allowing you to actually be compliant. We say ketones create compliance to the diet that you choose to do, right? The only diet that works is the one you're going to do. So does that make sense?
Kind of.
Kind of. I mean, I can explain it in, biochemical terms, but I think I'd put everybody to sleep.
Thanks.
Anybody else?
I do. I've got a question for you too, Jennifer. So along the similar lines, so I want to know, like, who is it safe for? So we talked a little bit about diabetics, like who's it safe for, and like what diet is it meant to be used in conjunction with? Or does somebody need to have tried a keto diet, or do they need to be on a keto type diet in order to do this? Or is this meant to be like a supplemental form with just like what's its intended usage, and like who is the target person to use it? Like I'm actually very interested in it. I'm curious to use it for myself and maybe see who else is, but I don't know exactly where to come in.
There is no niche here. There is no niche. There is no target audience. It's cradle to grandma and grandpa. Like literally everybody can benefit from having ketones in their body. If you do have an underlying health condition, for liability reasons, I have to say you must check with your healthcare provider, bring them the package, make sure that they think it's safe for you. That's the caveat. There is no intended audience. It's anybody who wants energy, focus, fat loss, better mood, better sleep, better digestion, which is pretty much everybody. So basically anybody that can drink a liquid is the audience for this. If you don't have an esophagus, then you might have a problem. And then no, there is no diet. I have vegans, vegetarians, pescatarians, fruitarians, animal-based, carnivore, paleo, keto, you name it. I would say probably close to 80% of the people drinking ketones are following, I wouldn't call it even low carb, but a modified carb diet. So because when you have the energy from ketones, you just don't crave those carbohydrates anymore. I mean, I used to be a complete potato chip junkie,
This is like
and I just don't want them. It's because they regulate the hunger hormones as well as insulin. So they regulate leptin, ghrelin, and insulin.
Okay, but that answer is not very helpful. It's too specific. It just doesn't, like, it's not
I
talking.
think what she's trying to say, Mary, is this does not go, like sometimes we have these products that go with something else. This is a standalone product that you can use, that anybody in here can use for those particular purposes.
Right. So
and
if you want to do a keto diet and, you know, drink ketones, you can do that, but you don't actually need to, because you're getting the ketones anyway. So you don't have to do a high fat diet to get the benefit. It's a big misunderstanding, and your question and concern is very common. All I can say is that it's an energy source, right? So it's giving you pure energy without glucose, without insulin spikes, and without caffeine if you choose caffeine free. It's a tool. It's a tool. That's right. Kate is saying it's an add-on. It's a tool to help you do what you know you need to do.
Yeah.
Okay. So again, I think maybe I'm asking incorrectly, or I'm like beyond frustrated with that answer. It's like, if you're a gym owner, who would you give this to? Like somebody who's trying to lose weight, somebody to try to, I just feel like it's
well, I'm a
really
gym owner.
frustrated.
That's part of my business. Like, I'm also a CrossFit gym owner, but I'm a nutritionist, and the majority of my work and income comes from online coaching and online, like I do online work with people. I work with people all over the world. So
okay.
I mean, yes, my gym members use ketones and they use it for energy for their workouts, but then I also have, you know, Sally Joe's grandma who can't get up off the couch and wants to just feel better and have a bit more energy to live the rest of her days, you know, in good health. There's no target or niche for this. It's anybody who wants energy, which is pretty much everybody out there. Everybody's struggling right now.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
I can talk to you more later. If I'll put my email and stuff in the
communicating
chat.
well.
I don't mean to frustrate you.
No, it's fine. Thank you very much, Jennifer. Appreciate that. Love hearing new things and new businesses, because we do not have your rep in our network. So I was thrilled to death to meet you and to invite you to come over, because we're always looking for, you know, innovative ways and better ways to take care of our health and learn as well. Which brings me to the next point. We are looking for featured speakers. Let me see where we're at right now. We are starting with July. So if you have anybody in your circles and spheres of influence that would be a really great featured speaker, I'm all the way out to July now. So I'll be booking July, August, and September starting today. And I've got some interviews already scheduled for next week. So feel free to refer your friends. And we've got some really exciting ones, it sounds like, from what their little description is. So I can't wait to bring those forward for you. Does anybody have anything before we get off of here that you would like to share?
And members, you can be a guest speaker too, so you can volunteer yourself as well.
Yes, we talked about that, and it's a great way for you to practice and to get input. The last few minutes, what I would like to do is, anybody who would like to practice their irresistible offer, or if they have something new that they'd like to share with the group that they have and get some feedback on an upcoming offer, let's go ahead and do that right quick. We only have a few more minutes, but this will be a great time to do that.
Hey, Nancy, before someone volunteers, what I'm gonna write, sorry, okay, I won't tell you what all's been going on. But anyway, what is the link to register for Tuesday's meeting? Because it's not the Lunch and Learn Zoom Friday link.
Right. I'll get that for you and put it in the chat.
Okay, thank you very
Right quick,
much.
no problem.
And I might be by phone because I shall be a camping next week.
And on that topic, can you clarify, are we doing the mastermind? Or are we doing this review of the show, or both, or how?
Okay.
I'm confused about Tuesday.
No, we're going to have a discussion about the co-op to bring everybody up. But from that point forward, we are going to have a co-op as a separate day and time so that we can continue our mastermind. Because it seems like every time we've scheduled to do the mastermind, we have another topic that kind of takes precedence. So I want to stop that, and I'm going to poll everybody that's there on Tuesday for the co-op to find a date and time that would be good for us to discuss the co-op, because we need to meet once a month on that. Why that thing is not copied.
So then it is about the co-op on Tuesday at 11?
Yes, it will be about the co-op. Whoever's a member, if you would like to come, learn what's going on about the programs that we've got going on, the things that we've got coming up, just to kind of bring you up to speed. Want to make sure everybody's on the new website, the co-op website. Now we have two websites, one, the meetmyreferralpartners.com, but the other one that we are testing out is to show everybody's percentages, and every time you make a deposit or a dues, your information is in there. So at any time you can log on and see what your percentage is to the whole. So when money starts coming in, you'll know how much you'll be getting. And our referral partnership website does not do that. You know, this has got to be a financial website that handles all that, like an investment club website. And that's what this is. So I just want to show you guys that and how to access and all that. So if you did get invitation to join another website, yes, that is the other website. Doesn't cost you a thing. It's just part of it so that you can go in there and take a look and see what your percentages are, where we're at as far as the co-op goes.
Will we be reviewing that so that we can have someone explain it to us so we can understand better what we're looking at? Because I did log in and take a look, but I have no idea what I'm looking at.
Yep, no problem.
Nancy, when did that
And I
email
never
go
got
out to invite for the new website?
A couple of weeks ago. I'm not sure exactly when, Jeff, but I can resend, because some of you are still hanging out there. It looks like the invitations are still pending. So
I'll go search today. If I have problems finding it, I'll get back to you. Thanks.
Okay. It was just to your regular email.
Can you be sent to me? Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think I got one either. Okay, cool. Awesome.
Okay. All right. So I don't know if that was clear as mud. This Tuesday, we will be discussing the co-op and setting a date for upcoming months on when and where we will be discussing our investment club, because we need to do the mastermind that we originally set up on the second Tuesday of the month so that we can come in and brainstorm and do what we said we was going to do at that particular time. Okay. But this time our topic will be the co-op, the investment club. Is everybody clear on that this week? And
Great.
we will not be able to record some of it because it is against regulations for some of these things to mention their names on social media. So I will be having to turn some stuff off and on while we discuss, just FYI. So the replay may or may not be available, or it will be available, but it will be limited on what you're going to be able to hear on there. Just letting you know. Okay. All right. Well, visitors, we are so thankful and grateful that you showed up. Deb, Yvonne, and our wonderful guest speaker today, Jennifer, thank you very much for educating us on that. And make sure, if you have not already done so, put your contact information in the chat. We are a referral partnership network. We expect to be followed up with. We expect to learn more about one another and do business together. That's what we do. So make sure, if you have not done so already, go ahead and save your chat. Livia, you have any closing?
Oh, I'm just super energized. I really feel that, everyone's got their special projects for the season. So I'm excited to see everyone's progress.
Oh, we never did say what our theme for next week was. Does anybody have any ideas for April? What would you like our theme to be next week?
Spring is finally here.
Yes, it is. So what would that mean for our theme? Anybody? Y'all are running out of ideas. We was going good for about 9 months. Now all of a
All
sudden
right,
y'all
I
are
have
like
one.
dead. Okay, go ahead, Stevie.
April flowers. April showers bring May flowers. So we did the flower theme. So why don't we just do like our favorite water?
Okay, we can do that.
It could be a background. There's a lot of ways that you could go with that.
Okay.
What you like to drink, whatever. However, I'm just saying that for me because I know right now water is like saving my life. I'm in aqua therapy right now, so it's everything to me.
All right.
Nice.
And Nancy, we will not have Wi-Fi where we're camping, so I will have to miss next Friday. So somebody please put a kayak in your water and think of me.
Nice.
Oh, you're really gonna rough it. Oh.
Well, here's what you need to do. You need to take a picture and then send it to me and I'll share it with the group. How about that?
All right. Sounds good.
All right. Y'all have a fabulous weekend. See y'all next time.
Thank
Blessings,
you,
you guys.
Nancy.
Thanks,
Thanks for
Nancy.
joining.
Bye, everyone. Have a great
Thank you,
weekend.
everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye.